This is Eternity Update, where all information concerning the UAAG disbursement is being given. If you're new on this channel, kindly subscribe and click the notification bell so when next we give a very vital and important update, you'll be kindly notified. Don't forget to always follow up this page because it is necessary if you want to get every information concerning the Theobarth, the IMF and the UAAG. Kindly subscribe. Thank you. Do have a wonderful and blessed day.
We'll bring you another important message this morning. We know that we are just at an in-between between this week and the coming week, and we know based on the more recent voice notes in recent times that the coming week is a week of manifestation, and the current week is a week where something is happening in Kenya. It's one of an African country where the International Monetary Fund have also been there to perform some disbursement role and activities, and it is expected that they are to come back to Nigeria within this week so that the disbursement in the coming week can be fast forwarded. So we in the lee of this, we have a concern of how do I put it forth right now, a concern of just a mitigation of words that has to do with some balancing of statements within the time lag and the timeline for the disbursement, the deadline, and all of those paraphernalias. All right. So in a nutshell, this is Prince's Seed channel. In case you just stumble at this voice note or video right now, we are a channel with cryptocurrencies, grant matters, and other financial. In other words, the channel is loaded with a free and fair content that could earn you some level of stability and help. You understand, financially in all wise. So this morning we're here to also provide another content, an update concerning the deadline and the tagline of the disbursement coming next week. I hope you're hearing this clearly. All right, so there was a question that was posed because of the Kendra, when you say Kendra, that is a body. Kendra Investment posted an update just I think yesterday or a couple of 2 days ago, I think yesterday or so, yesterday, concerning the disbursement timeline, which was a little bit looking like it's different from what was said before. He posted that the disbursement is now on the 20th, which is still next week actually. It's going to be 20th, as opposed to what Madam Ngozi Israel said about 17th, and which also aligns with what Osim says, you know, initially about 17th. I think 17th has to fall on Monday. So there was a need for clarification for that, and concerning the date line, which was from 17th to now 20th. I suppose like there was a shift in date, or precise, just a little bit of lag in between, just 2 days shift or something like that. So the anticipated date of the disbursement, which was a kind of shifted to 20, should not be a cause for concern or undue anxiety. The reality of the situation is that the International Monetary Fund delegation are scheduled to return from Kenya between Thursday and Friday of this week. Today is Tuesday, so in the next 2 or 3 days they are back to land back in the country after finishing their schedule at Kenya. And given the nature of such high-level financial deliberations and the necessary procedural formalities that follows, It is both logical and also expected that the actual disbursement process would commence either on Monday or Tuesday of next week, which is the following week precisely. And that being said, it is only important to acknowledge that while there appears to be some minor discrepancies between the initial speculated date of Thursday the 20th and the adjusted time frame right now, early next week, the variation is marginal at best. That's just what I saw. The variation is just a marginal variation, and this amounts to no more than a difference of just 2 days. Such minor deviations are not uncommon in the realm of financial distributions or disbursements, particularly when we are dealing with multilateral institutions that adhere to meticulous protocols, some stringent verification procedures and bureaucratic timelines. Such minor deviations are not uncommon in such realms. So at this juncture, what I feel is the most prudent course of action is still patience. Somebody will say, why do you preach patience? Why do you talk about patience? Every time patience, we have to be patient. Haven't we been patient enough? We have been patient for 7 years. We're patient for 8 years. This possibly is the 9th year for some certain people, for certain individuals, and you are still talking of being patient. You know why you need to be patient? It's even one of the statutes of a perfect man. After you find faith, you have patience, you have knowledge, you have temperance, you have brotherly kindness, you have godliness, or godliness then brotherly kindness, then you have charity. Okay, it's like I omitted virtue there. You understand? Virtue is also one of it. So all of those signs, patience is one of them. One of the statutes of someone aspiring for perfection. In other words, you just have to be patient, especially when you know, excuse me, when you know that something is on the line, the process is ongoing. How many of you know that, this is just an experience actually, that someone who has money in his or her pocket is not as hungry as someone who doesn't have a dime in his pocket, despite the both of them have not eaten? You know why? The one who has money in his pocket, despite he has not bought anything, is hopeful. So hunger respect that there is something in the pocket, despite it has not been used to buy anything. So the hunger would not catch the individual as much as the one that has nothing in his pocket. In the same vein, if you have two people who are fasting, and one has a hope that after fasting, I have the food in the house to break. The other one does not have a hope that after fasting, I have what to eat afterwards. Now, in the period of fasting, there could be a measure of distraction. Like when I'm done fasting after 6 o'clock, what am I going to use to break my fast? Now, in the period of fasting, the hunger precisely might be more prominent for the one who has no hope of what is going to use to break the fast afterwards than the one that has hope. This is just an analogy for us to understand that when we talk about patience in actual sense is not because there is nothing on the move or in motion. The wheels are already in motion. Things are going on the inside. So when we say be patient, that means that you have hope. And by the time it is done, you will understand that the period of patience is only a moment of waiting for you to get what is meant for you that has been cooking. You understand? So at this juncture, the most prudent course for you is patience. is patience. You just have to. You just have to. You have to understand the inherent complexity of these procedures that allows us to be able to navigate them with a sense of calm and preparedness rather than unnecessary speculations. There are premature conclusions that we can take at a time like this, and it will not be fine because of heart. You know what I mean? There are hearts that are strong, there are hearts that are fragile, there are hearts that are at the point of splitting. And so it's only important that certain crucialities and depths need to be taken into account. There are some conclusions that are not supposed to be taken at a time like this. In fact, the most critical aspect is that the disbursement remains on track, and all indicators are pointing towards the imminent execution of this course. So therefore, rather than you dwelling on a negligible, what we can call a negligible difference or temporal shift, it is far more beneficial for you as a person to focus on the broader picture. There is a bigger and a broader picture, which ensures that all prerequisites are met and that the process unfolds very, very smoothly. It's so important. I want to deeply appreciate the diligence and the attentiveness with which these matters are being followed, the meticulous nature by which certain individuals have become so matured when it comes to these grand affairs. In fact, and a very big in fact, certain individuals have been built up by this particular standard or system. Someone who never had patience before, when you come to the grant community, you have to buy patience as a goal, is an objective, and you must go for it. So I think this measure where we find ourselves within the grant ecosystem has been able to build certain qualities in some people which possibly were not there. Maybe they are the type that was so agitated, so hasty, so much in a rush before, but they had to wait along when they come to the grant ecosystem, and we are still waiting for that. We don't pray that there should be some level of fallout when next week comes. Don't forget that we, the reporters of all of this, we are not the givers. We that reports this information for all of you, we are not the distributors. We are not the grant payers. We are only giving you information based on what we receive. You understand? Now, anybody can be an information giver or an informant, as long as you get your source of where you get your information from. So we are not different from you. I am not different from you. You aren't different from me, but we have just been given a responsibility to get you updated, to get you on the line of expectation, so that you would know that nothing is over yet until it is over with. Because we are just at the brink of our celebration, and we are meant to give you information that will spice your understanding, one. Secondly, that would alleviate your plight, and thirdly, that would encourage you towards your course. Some have given up hope despite all the updates. Some are tired despite all the information. But there are those, you can't say because you're tired, then every other person else are tired. No, there are those that are not tired yet because they aren't the tired type. They are not the tired type. They are the ones that are going to see to the end of our course, because they believe that something is on the move while they are waiting to receive their promises. So I want to deeply appreciate the diligence and the attentiveness with which these matters are being followed. And I encourage everyone to maintain their composure as we await next week's developments, because it's going to come. Whether we like it or not, it is going to come. Like I said yesterday, that all we need right now is just for one payment to be effected. Of all these organs, we have the organ of the pioneers, the organ of the grant handlers, the organ of the bundle heads, and the organs of the normal subscribers, which are the beneficiaries. You see, 4 organs. 4 organs that must receive funds. 4 organs that must be paid. 4 organs that must be blessed. And all we need is just for one of these organs to be visited. Just one. And you will see that that jinx will be broken. So we just needed for one to be visited with payment. I bet you, once the pioneers have been visited, come next week, the doors have been swung open for others. It's just the blessing of the firstborn, and the door will be swung open for other organs to receive their finality of payment. So I want you as a person to pray towards next week. Pray that God, who is rich in mercy, God who is faithful to his courses, God who promised us that he wishes above all things that we should live and prosper and be in health, even as our soul prospers, that wish above all things that we prosper, will live, and our soul should be in health as our soul also prospers. And also who says that after we have suffered a while, that he, God, will settle us and he will establish us. Did you see that? So that God should come into manifestation right now, because there is a need for that. And I believe that God is set to do something great, just hitting the first running, then others will follow in subsequent fashion. I just so believe that. I am a believer. All right. So I want you to continue to be resting assured. Just rest assured that everything remains aligned with expectations, and there is no cause for alarm. We need to continue to observe the situation with clarity and patience. Somebody will say he has started again. Patience. Must we all be patient? We must all be patient. So in case you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe right now and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on any important update. We love you, and until we come your way again, have a nice day.